First of all, I want to thank God for all that's been here tonight. If it wasn't for Him, would none of us be here. And man, what a crowd. This is a good-looking crowd. A little bit about me. My name is Troy Bell. I'm originally from Crittenden County. I graduated in the 1900s. 1992 to be exact. I started working at the Kentucky State Penitentiary in 1998. And through the careers, I worked as a correctional officer for 4 years. Promoted to sergeant. Worked as sergeant for 2 years, and I always thought when I was working, when I was a correctional officer, I thought, what could I do to be better, to be the best? And so I got on the emergency squad team. When I got on there, I promoted to sergeant. I always thought, what could I do to be the best sergeant? And then I started looking into internal affairs. Soon I was promoted to lieutenant in 2006, and I was put into administrative supervisor, which is supposed to be a captain position. But I was over drug screen coordinator. I was a tool control officer. I was a mailroom supervisor, and I supervised over 100 staff. I also did assistant ship captain, where if y'all knew James Owens, that was from Trigg County, he was my captain that I worked for. Later on, after internal affairs, you can't promote internal affairs, so then I was pulled out. I was asked to run as captain, so I run as captain. I was a captain for a couple of years, and then that's when I got into hostage negotiations. I was asked to get on the hostage negotiation team. With my communication skills, they liked that, and they liked the way I treated the staff with respect and dignity, and team building. I mean, I had my staff meals all the time, and so if you have meals, they'll come to work. So I had a meal. I bring the meat once a month, and I let the staff bring the sides so they all come to work. Well, I promoted the unit administrator, where I got 14 years in the 3 cell house, which is the segregation unit in Kentucky State Penitentiary. Probably the roughest place to work in the state, if not part of the United States. It is a lot of people have been hurt, injured, killed in that unit, and they always called it the jail within the jail. So I was like the mini warden jailer, over 154 of the worst inmates that you can think of, murderers, death row, and I run that unit for 7 years, and hardly nobody got hurt. My biggest thing was safety, and I was a pretty hard to work for because their lives was in my hands, and the inmates' lives were in my hands. So I took that job very seriously, and I was still hostage negotiator. Well, they did promote me, not really a promotion, but they wanted me to be the commander of hostage negotiator. Well, soon after that, after about a year, they was like, hey, we want you to be the Western State Commander of Kentucky. So then for about 5 years, I was the Western State Commander of hostage negotiations throughout the Western. I was over 4 prisons. After that, they made me the Kentucky team leader of hostage negotiations. I know I'm probably running this hostage negotiation around, but hey, there was only 6 of us in the state, and I was chosen to be on that 6. So that's a little bit about me. I also want to thank my beautiful wife, Stacy. She's back here. We had 3 beautiful girls. The oldest one's back here, Stacy Freeman. Bridget Bell, who lives in Madisonville, in Lakin Bell, because she works right down the road here. But we moved here in 1998, and 2018. And soon I started working as deputy jailer for 4 years for James. And James, I do respect the 18 years that you do got in the state. I respect that. But I've got 30 years to bring to the table. I've got all kinds of training. I've got defense training. And
Sir, you're down to 1 minute.
I want to bring training, if elected, I want to bring more training to these deputies, because my number one thing is keeping you guys safe and the officers and the inmates, because, hey, the inmate could be a sister, a brother, a cousin, or somewhat. And I want to keep everybody safe. So safety is number one thing that I want to bring.
Thank you very much. Your time is up.
Yes, sir.